get anything, Pete?
What about that?
A gun. Reckon we ought to get rid of that.
Why should we? What are you scared about, anyway?
Is it loaded?
Nah.
What a lorry driver would be doing with a gun?
Dunno. Maybe he'd just like to carry one. I might start carrying one myself.
Don't be a fool.
All right, then. Well, let's hide it for a while. In here somewhere.
Not near. My dad might find it. We got to lose it.
What do you mean, chuck it? You mad? Use your head. We can sell it.
Sell it?
Yeah. Look, I know a pawn shop where they're not too particular. A mate of mine sold a complete safe kit last Christmas.
What if the police should find out?
They won't. This shop knows how to handle under-the-counter goods.
Still think we ought to dump it.
Why don't you stop being chicken?
Well, that's my alibi. You check it. Check it, Inspector.
Well, that's what we're doing.
He's in the clear, sir. All 3 witnesses corroborate his story.
All right, Avery, you can go.
Well, thanks, Inspector. It's been very nice being at the yard and meeting you again. But you'll understand me when I say I hope not to repeat the visit.
I'm sure you do.
Well, that's the lot of them.
And everyone has a solid alibi.
Looks like we are dealing with a newcomer who isn't on the records. Here are the papers.
Clueless yard hunts killer. That's what I call an ambiguous, unfriendly headline.
Yes, the story is spreading to the stock exchange column. Seems there's a stir in the market about Strickland's death.
On a takeover bid.
Cool Cup shares went up recently. There was a rumor that Strickland was selling out to the HCB group.
Yeah, but this says the deal may be off.
Well, that's right.
Well, wouldn't a takeover bid be more likely now Strickland's dead?
Walter Ashton doesn't think so. He predicts Merrill will stay put now that he's chairman.
Oh, does he? I wonder why.
Could be holding out for a bigger offer.
Oh, you seem to know your stocks and shares.
I dabble in the market sometimes.
Policemen aren't supposed to gamble.
It's only pin money, sir. In any case, it isn't gambling, it's an investment.
Well, where does this columnist Ashton hang out?
Presumably in his office.
I'll ring him up and tell him I'll be over.
Give me Fleet Street 9000, Walter Ashton's office, please.
Thank you.
Yes, Strickland's murder was quite a shock.
You mean in view of the takeover rumor?
I happen to know it wasn't just a rumor, Inspector. In fact, Sir Sidney Spear and Harry Strickland had lunch together just 3 days ago. No, I'm convinced HCB was serious.
You think they were going to give the Ku Klux Klan, thanks?
In my view, yes.
But in your view, not now?
No.
Why?
You want my honest opinion?
That's what I'm here for.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, you see, I believe Frank Merrill is a very lucky man.
Oh.
Harry Strickland was getting ready to buy him out.
You're sure about this?
My source is very reliable.
But surely they've been close partners for years.
Well, yes, that's true, but recently Merrill hadn't pulled his weight. They turned sour on each other, even though they kept up a front for the sake of business.
But if Strickland was determined to sell Cool Cups to HCB, why was he trying to buy Merrill out?
For 2 reasons. Merrill didn't want the takeover, and HCB didn't want Merrill.
But they were anxious to take Strickland.
Yes, he would have joined their board, retaining control of the soft drink side.
So Merrill would have been out.
Eventually, yes.
Did Strickland hold the bulk of the Cool Cup shares?
Yes.
So now his wife has control.
I imagine so.
Then you don't think she'll try and sell out?
My guess is no. You see, it depends how much influence Merrill has over her.
You mean he might be able to sway her not to do a deal?
Yes, because, you see, I have a hunch. Harry Strickland never got round to explaining his true feelings about Merrill to his wife. You must remember they've all been friends for a good many years.
Yeah, she'll be happy to let Merrill run things his own way.
Oh, thanks. Well, it amounts to that.
Well, thanks very much, Mr. Ashton.
Not at all.
You can hang on to those.
Oh, thank you very much.
Me too. Oh, I want to speak to Daddy Collins.
I'm afraid you can't.
Oh, isn't he here?
He's been dead for 3 months.
Oh.
You've got something to pledge?
What about this? Oh, do you want it or don't you?
I'll have to take it over to the window. Wait a minute. I might have a customer for it. Well, I can't say for sure, though. Could you come back in an hour?
Yeah, that's all right. I will come back.
My customer won't agree unless he sees the goods.
Yeah, well, all right, we'll leave it and we'll come back.
And naturally, owing to the unfortunate death of my colleague, you will appreciate that a certain amount of rethinking will have to be done on this matter. However, Cool Cups will continue to serve your best interests, yours, etc., etc. Next. Yes?
Inspector Mann to see you, sir.
Very good. Send him in. That'll be all for now.
Well, thank you.
Inspector? Any news yet?
No, but we're still following a few leads.
Now, what can I do to help?
Have you got a list of recently dismissed personnel? I want to check that angle.
Of course. Bring in the dismissals file.
I went to the wrong office. Your name's on the other door.
I suppose you think this is a rather quick switch.
Someone has to be in the chair.
You're right, Inspector. This is the factory's nerve center, so to speak. Now that I'm forced to perform the duties of chairman, I thought it right to do so from the appropriate desk.
Of course.
I'm sure Harry himself wouldn't have wanted to see his office empty for a moment.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
Thank you. Here we are, Inspector. About a dozen names. Won't you sit down?
Thanks.
Not many over a year, when you consider the size of our payroll. We pride ourselves on good staff relations. I still can't believe there's a murderer among one of the people we gave notice to.
Report just come in, Sergeant.
A gun to fit the description.
The local division's waiting for instructions.
I'll let Inspector Mann know. Tell division we'll keep in touch.
Very good.
Get me the Cool Cups factory, please. Yes? For you, Inspector.
Huh? Oh, thanks. Hello, yes? When? Yes, I'll be along as quick as I can. Seems we're getting places. We may have found the gun that killed Strickland.
You have?
Yeah, somebody tried to sell it in a pawn shop.
The murderer?
Well, that we don't know yet, Mr. Mel. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Inspector.
Well, the customer satisfied?
Not quite.
Were you buying the gun?
I bought it.
Who are you?
I'm a police officer. Is this yours?
No, we found it.
Where? Come on.